Okay, we should be live on a very windy afternoon. Very windy. So if anyone can hear me, just let's check the audio and everything first. Very windy and very busy at the moment. So windy that I'm not really keen on getting out there just yet. So I'll come out in front just to make sure the audio is working. So hello and welcome to Currumbin Beach. Yeah, it's very windy. It is very windy and very busy. As you can probably see, there's surfers everywhere. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's been sort of raining and windy, and I thought it should be pretty quiet down here at the moment. And it's not quiet. So, g'day Kerry, how are ya? Welcome. Audio all good, thank you. So I've got Kath and Jade here with me today. We came down to have a look, but yeah, it's very windy. Once we get closer to blue hour, I will start taking some photos. Like, it's looking nice, everything is looking nice, but it's just so busy. Okay, so the sun's going to set just over here. We'll get some nice side light. There's waves crashing over rocks. It's all happening. It's all happening, but yes, very windy. So I haven't really taken any photos at all, to tell the truth. But I will. I'm going to have to leave the camera here though. Yeah, we'll see how the audio goes. I'm going to leave the camera here because I'm kind of protected by a giant rock. Let me show you where I am. I'm sitting underneath this rock. Jade's over there in the cave. So yeah, the wind's coming from behind this rock. So I've literally got my tripod hard up against the rock, as you can see, under cover, because it'll blow over. G'day Diane, how are ya? Welcome. Yeah, very windy. It was supposed to die off a little bit. So how is everyone? How's Hervey Bay going? How's Burrum Heads going? So yeah, I'll definitely be getting some photos, there's no doubt about it. So I might actually head out there soon. I will chuck the tripod on. And yeah, because it's so windy, there is spray happening everywhere. The tide's coming in, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. We might have to move once the tide comes in. Because there's like a little gap, and we might not be able to get across. So yeah, there's a gap over here where the tide comes through. So it's okay at the moment. We will get across. But yeah, as you can see, pretty busy. Heaps of people out surfing. So I might go and get some photos because the sky does look quite nice. Now I'm going to chuck on, I don't know what filter just yet. Let me have a quick look. Let's see where we're at. I'll try not to whack this microphone too much. Yeah, it's been a wet few days down here on the Gold Coast. I had all these plans to do sunrises, and no, it just hasn't happened. It's been wet, it's been raining, it's been grey. So it hasn't been fantastic, to tell the truth. Let's see what's happening through here. So let's go up to F14, ISO at 100, half a second. I only need about 5 stops. I do. I only need about 5 stops. So I'll put on my 6 stop filter. And we'll go and get some photos.
Get to level 10 car. That's what I kept
So I'm just going to put a filter on. We'll go with a 6 stopper. Where are we? ND64. There it is. Yeah, I didn't bring the big bag today. I could have easily bought the telephoto and got some surf shots, but I didn't want to be carrying a backpack around with me, to tell the truth. Just wanted to keep it nice and light. Alright, so I got the 6 stopper on. So I'll just talk through what I'm doing, because yeah, I'm going to have to leave the phone here under protection. The clouds look good. The sky does look really nice. So we're getting close to sunset. So look, composition wise, I'm just going to play it safe pretty much. I don't want to be out in the wind too much, because yeah, there's every chance my tripod could blow over. It is that windy. Doesn't look it from here because we're protected, but yeah, let me go and get some photos. So what I'll probably do is just use this as a leading line, leading us out to Burleigh Heads and the Gold Coast in the background. So if I zoom in, you'll see there's Burleigh Heads and the Gold Coast in the background there. So I'll kind of just use these rocks as a bit of a leading line, get some of that whitewash coming in through here. Keep it pretty simple. Yeah, the sky's looking okay. It's looking okay. No, you're right. Alright, let's go and set up and see what happens. Good thing is the wind's blowing away from me, so I don't have to worry about all that whitewash hitting me. So the cloud up here looks quite nice, so let's get down about here somewhere. It's really windy. Alright, so let's get down. F9. Just going to focus out on the end of the rocks. Wait for the waves to wash in. We'll go up to a 1/6 of a second. Yeah, see, I don't like all of this, what's happening on this side. I did bring my remote trigger too. I might even get the remote trigger out a bit later. There's some whitewash. Get that as it runs out. Get that one as it runs in. The sky looks good. The sky does look good. Now, what is my focus doing? One shot. My focus point has changed. What have I done? I've got autofocus on to people. Stabilization is on. Okay, that's better. Okay, so just timing it as the waves come in. I will probably get my remote trigger. It makes it much easier in the waves when you've got a remote trigger. But yeah, just sort of focusing out on the end of those rocks. There's a nice wave now. Get that one as it crashes in. Yeah, I don't like all of what's happening here, to tell the truth. It's just a bit messy. Not messy, just, yeah. doesn't look fantastic. It's not a simple, clean composition, which is what I normally like, a nice, clean composition. Clouds are looking good. Yeah, I want to be out on the end of the rocks with more water in the shot than all of this here. What's happening? Check out the waves over there. But yeah, sky looks good. So what I might even do, let's just zoom in to get rid of some of that foreground. Let's go into 35mm, make it more about the ocean and the background. That's a little bit better. Okay, just by zooming in, I've sort of cleaned up the composition a bit. Wow, it's windy. It's very windy. I'm going to get my ISO up to 200. Just trying to get some of those waves in the background. Get some waves as they're rushing in as well. That's quite nice actually. It's not too bad. It's nearly blowing me over. So yeah, days like this I will be wiping my lens quite a lot. Let's go up to f14. Yeah, sky does look quite nice. It's very, it's not very nice, it's just so windy. It is very windy. But it looks good. I must admit I am looking forward to getting back to Hervey Bay. The people, the parking is a nightmare. We came out to feed the rainbow lorikeets this morning, went to Currumbin Sanctuary this morning. It was just a nightmare to get a park. It was a nightmare. It's so busy, it's ridiculous. So yeah, looking forward to getting back to Hervey Bay in the quiet. There's a nice wave crashing through there. That one's good. So I'm sort of focused out on the end of the rocks. I've got sort of Burleigh Heads and the Gold Coast in the background. We're shooting at around about that half a second shutter speed just to get a little bit of movement in the water, make it look a bit interesting. Now that that sun's gone behind the cloud, we'll probably take this filter off. Yeah, I sort of just wanted to get the girls down here, come and watch the waves, because yeah, the surf's pumping. The surf is pretty good. Might not look it on the phone, but yeah, there's some decent waves out there. So again, I'm just kind of watching these waves as they crash over the rocks. I'm trying to get lots of whitewash and then I'll blend them together. So try and get some waves sort of cascading in like a little waterfall. It does look nice out on the end of those rocks. And as the tide comes in, it'll sort of wash up over those rocks a bit better. There's a good wave out the back. That dude's got that wave. I'll come and check the chat in a minute. Skies looks nice out that way. There's a wipeout. Just fire off while the surfers are going past as well. So sort of watching everything. I'm watching waves in the foreground, I'm watching waves crash over rocks, and I'm watching the surfers as well. So even though I'm shooting at half a second, you'll still get that nice movement. So it might be time to take this filter off, to tell the truth. The sky looks good. The sky looks alright. Oh, my knees. Camera's going to need a good wash when I get home. There is just sea spray everywhere. We might have to move soon. That tide's coming in pretty quick. My glasses are covered in spray. Alright, let me just get in here. I'm going to change my filter. 6 stop is a bit too much. Let me come and check the chat. Alright, g'day Matt, how are ya? Peter, g'day Peter. Hello everyone. Currumbin is nice. Currumbin is very good. Burrum Heads is very relaxing. It sure is. Compared to here, visit Diane a couple of times now for some photos. Yeah, good. Yeah, Burrum Heads, I do want to, once I get back, I'm going to do a couple of trips to Burrum. Yeah, it's, Matt, it's blowing about 15 to 20 knots side shore. It looks amazing for windsurfing. But yeah, 15 to 20 knot side shore. So southerly down here is a side shore. Check out these waves rolling in. Let me just change that camera angle. So this is what I really want. All the waves washing over this rock, but it's just so windy. I don't want to get out there because I will get covered in spray. But out that way looks quite nice. Yeah, tide's coming in and we will get blocked if we stay here for too long. So I might just quickly get some shots out there. And you know what? I could probably just do it from here. Let's do it from here. I'll just get in at 35 mil. Yeah, no, that's bored. That's not good. No foreground at all. That's nah. I don't like it. I've got to take this filter off for starters. Let me quickly take this filter off. Get that changed. But yeah, it's been pretty wet while we've been down here, wet and grey. So I haven't had a chance to get it. This is the first day I've had a chance to get out. And it's not exactly the most epic night of all time. But it's good to be out. It's good to be out taking some photos. Somewhere different. I would much rather some nice weather. As in, not so windy. It's just, the camera is literally getting covered in spray, the salt water. Which, look, I don't care, but it's too new. I don't want it covered in salt water just yet. And another thing is I lost my hot shoe cover. I have a cover for my hot shoe which I lost. So my camera is not 100% waterproof at the moment, which really sucks. Really sucks. So there's a border collie out here, looks very much like ours. Yeah, the cloud out that way looks good. I might go back. I do want all that cloud and waves over that way. I do like. Normally I would be out there on those rocks, but I don't try. Nah, it's too windy. And I don't want a handhold. What are we doing? Yeah, I'm just looking around. Let me just put that down for a second. Might be time to take my sunnies off, to tell the truth. So I love what's happening down here. But now that those people are there with the dog, I sort of don't want them in the shot. There's a couple of nice shots over there. I was just about to head over there too. Yeah, it's very windy. So now that they're over there, let's come back this way. Amelia, hello. Hello and welcome to the stream. Looks beautiful. Where are you? Hope you are having fun. Yeah, definitely having fun out here. So we're on the Gold Coast. On the Gold Coast. It was a great day at Shelley's today, 18 knots. Yeah, I've been watching the weather. It's been good. So Jade's in here. Jade's having a chat too. I can't keep up with the chat, to tell the truth. Peter Hall, hello. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it's all happening out here at the moment. Miss A, Miss A's in the chat saying hello to Jade. Okay. Skipping school tomorrow, are we? Yeah, we are. We gave her a couple of days off so we could come down and see her grandparents. So Jade's been hanging out with Nana and Gramps. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. The full moon's just come up now too, which looks pretty cool. Yeah, Sky's sort of not doing much at the moment. The dog's certainly having fun. Let's get over on the Border Collie because that's more exciting than us. So they're out doing a photo shoot with the Border Collie, which looks very much like ours. Sky looks good. I reckon once we get closer to Blue Owl, people will start to disappear. Let's have a look at that wave out the back. There's some good waves out there. It's a big swell. It's a fair swell. It's only getting bigger too as the tide comes in. But yeah, not taking a lot of photos to tell the truth. Not yet. We'll just wait for things to calm down a little bit. Might be time to ditch the sunnies too. So yeah, it might not be the most exciting photography stream of all time. Yeah, once they go, I will get over there because I do want to get over where they are. So, you know, having the Gold Coast in the background, having Surfers Paradise in the background will make for some nice shots. I was almost going to bring Ripley down. That's so fun visiting your grandparents. Lucky duck, take me to the Gold Coast. Yeah, look, we'll have to do a trip down here. Get Matt to come down here as well. I'd love to windsurf here. Like Currumbin's good because it's, you know, when the southerlies blow, the southeasterlies, it's a side shore. And I've seen windsurfers here. I'm surprised there's none here at the moment. But in the old days, they used to come up through the creek. And you'd sort of straight through, and it's very shallow. Like it's shallow all through here. So I brought the kids here sort of to learn how to surf many years ago. And as you can see, like these people out here standing up, it's quite shallow, like right through the mouth. And it's not until you sort of get out past there that it gets deep. But it's a nice little, you know, the waves do get a lot smaller down in the bay, down in the creek. Some nice little waves that sort of roll through, and then you know the real surfy dudes are out the end here where it's the swell's pumping. So it is a good spot. It's a good spot, and because it was so weird, it was the only spot that I could find that we were actually protected. Because yeah, if I come around this side, you'll sort of see the spray. That's where the wind's coming from. And it is blowing. So out that side, so that side's really nice for sunrise. Oh god, my camera nearly went then. Good catching. Let's have a look around here. Yeah, no, it's still super windy around there as well. Alright, the sky looks reasonably nice. Let me go and get some shots. Yeah, just keep an eye on this so that it doesn't... Let me try and get it. Just leaning back a little bit. I'll go and get some more shots. I'll show you what I've got on the back of the camera. What have I got on now? I've got my 3-stopper. I don't know if you can see the wind. You'll see the wind just in the little reflections here. That'll give you an idea of how windy it is. It's almost white capping in an inch of water. But yeah, this spot here I don't mind. Well, these rocks here, it's a dirty big log down there, which I don't like. The clouds over the Gold Coast at the moment look quite good. Okay, that looks okay. I'm just going to shoot at 35 mil. Half a second. Yeah, the wind is nearly blowing me over. Wait for some of these waves to wash in. The composition looks a bit better now. I haven't got as much rock. Don't like all this rock here. That was a nice wave. It's too busy talking. But yeah, getting all that whitewash coming over the rocks is kind of what I want. I'll get all this water as it runs out as well. And the good thing is the wind is blowing away from me, so I don't have to worry too much about spray from this side. But it's curling in behind the rock. That's a bit more of a worry than where it is here. You know, let's get ISO up to 200. I just want my aperture closer to f14. That was a good wave. That was a good wave. Yeah, I did bring my remote trigger too. But yeah, not too fussed about the remote trigger at this stage. They're not exactly the most epic shots of all time. If the sky was going off, like the sky back that way looks nice. There's a good wave. That was alright. So yeah, in this case, because I'm not happy with my foreground, so I am making it more about Burleigh and the Gold Coast surface. It's a nice wave in the background that I'll get. I really want these waves cascading in. So I need a big wave to sort of come over the rocks and cascade over the side. Sort of watching the waves out the back and just waiting for that nice big one to sort of come through. That one's not bad. It had a bit to it. That one, see, that almost came over then. So we've got nice side lights, so I can get it all in one shot. The sun's setting over that way, so I'm getting nice side light on everything. It's not the most epic composition of all time. Okay, now that they're moving, I might head back over there. I've got plenty of shots here, so I will. I'm going to head back over there, because I can see lots of stuff happening over there that I want to get. Just quickly check the chat. Okay, I'm going to head... they going back over? No, that's alright. I'm just going to head over that way a little bit. Bear with me. Hopefully the audio doesn't drop out too much. I want to get those waves cascading over the rocks. But still having the background. So actually get up a bit higher now. I don't need to be down super low because I sort of shoot down at the waves. So I don't want to be down low. I want to be up high. Now to find a composition that looks half decent. That looks half decent. Yeah, that looks nice actually, with all the water rushing off the rocks. That looks really good with all the water rushing off the rocks actually. I'm just going to keep firing away. What I really want is a big wave and all the water cascading like water. There's all waterfall effects happening over here. I've just got to keep my eye on these waves. Incoming tide. Things could get very sketchy very quick. I'm getting sprayed from behind. So those waves that are crashing behind me, I'm getting soaked from them. See how windy it is? It's a bit windy. Getting these waves up here on that rock crashing. Yeah, that's good. There comes a good wave. Look at all this whitewash. That is magnificent. Oh, that is good. That's what I want. Now we're doing seascapes. Now we're doing proper seascapes. The sky's not the most interesting thing of all time, but it's doing stuff. Really nice waterfall coming off these rocks over here. Some light would be nice. It's just flat, very boring light at the moment, but the water looks good. So just sort of, yeah, watching, waiting. Where are we at? We're still at half a second. Let's have a quick review of some of the shots. Got a fair bit of water on my... That's nice. Oh yeah, that's good. Definitely need the bigger waves. The bigger waves are making things look good. The shots with more whitewash actually look really nice. Just the sky's doing nothing. Can't ask for everything, can we? And I've got that rock over there in my frame as well, so I'm getting all that over there. Hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me okay? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm gonna have to bump up my ISO now. 250. I might concentrate some more on that whitewash over there. There's a nice big wave. You can hear it just thundering in. So here comes a big set. Nice big set rolling through. Oh, that's nice. That I really like. Got all that whitewash over there. All this whitewash coming in now. So this is what I want it up over my feet. And as it drains out, that really nice water effect as it's draining out. Again, not the most epic composition of all time. There's more colour behind us than in front. But it's just nice. It's some golden light would be even better. Alright, that's enough shots there. Let me just quickly recompose. So if we had some colour, I'd be looking at these reflections, but we've got no colour. So because there's no colour, I don't care about these reflections too much. Yeah, don't really like that either. Don't like that either. Might look alright with it. We'll give it a try. I'm not sold on this composition, but I'll give it a try. As this water washes in here, it looks okay. I'm getting soaked. Bump up my ISO again. Good. So definitely you want to underexpose when you got lots of whitewash, because the whitewash will light up your scene. So whitewash will make everything a lot brighter. So always underexpose when you got lots of water in your shot. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Got this kind of a diamond triangle type rock. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Even with the whitewash, it's not ideal. I think this was better. Back here was a bit better. Because at least here, everything's leading towards the Gold Coast. Everything's kind of leading out that way. Right, the colours behind me, there's some nice clouds starting to roll in now. Let's bump up that ISO again. But yeah, I'll show you this. Look, stay tuned. I'm putting a few of these onto social medias. I haven't put anything on social media for a while. Hopefully you can hear me. There's lots of colour happening behind us at the moment. I love as all that water just sort of rushes over the rocks. I love that look. A rock pool would be nice and have it all sort of going into a rock pool rather than just kind of messy rocks. Over the other side is really good. Over the other side is nice, but I'm not shooting into that wind. Sky looks alright. Sky looks alright. That looks alright. There's a nice wave. Don't splash me. So again, I'm sort of watching everything, watching these rocks over here, watching these rocks in front of me, just sort of trying to time it so I get a bit of everything. And every shot is looking very different. There's a good wave. Probably a bit too messy. Big wave out the back. Here comes a nice little swell rolling in. That one's gonna wet me. So that's what I want right here. That's perfect. All of that. That was what I was waiting for. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. That was what I was waiting for. All this water rushing back that way. That was nice. That was nice. Starting to get some colour up there now, which is good. Yeah, that shot. Pretty happy with that one. You'll see what I mean. Like all the reflections down here, they're just too bright and distracting. I have to kind of darken it down a bit. Just dragging my eye out of the frame. Yeah, we'll still get across. They don't have big tides. I think low tide was a 0.6 and high tide's a 1.2. So they don't get big tides here, which is good. What's that swim? There's something in the rock pool. It's a crab. There's a crab in the rock pool. Give it a few more, then I'll come and check the chat. So now that the tide's coming in, this pool's filling up and it's not draining like it was before. I like it when the waves kind of come in and then it drains. Now it's just now it's just filling. But still, there's some nice rocks. Might even come back and take the filter off. Alright, let's come and check the chat and check my filter and give everything a quick wipe down. Can't hear? Yeah, I sort of figured that might happen as I was facing away from the camera. Look at the colour up this way. Let me quickly show you the colour happening over here. But unfortunately I can't shoot that way because it's just so windy. But look at that. Why couldn't that be out over this way? That would have been nice to have all of that. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, sorry about the audio cutting out. It was... I couldn't bring the phone out there with me. Let me catch up on some chat. The waves look purple. So yeah, the girls have been having lots of fun. It does look good for boogie boarding. This spot is good. G'day Tracy, how are ya? Tracy's here. Yeah, sorry about the audio. Now we're getting some of that nice golden light coming through. So all of this is lighting up. And now we're getting that colour starting to bounce off. A little bit of pink happening up there. The water's going a nice orange colour. Let me get this filter off. I'm getting to that stage of the night where it's getting pretty dark. I don't need a filter on anymore. Yep. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of colour popping up. It's all in the wrong spot though, that's the only problem. The colour isn't where I want it to be. Yeah. Jade's going to grab the camera and show you what's happening. Just pick up the tripod. Yeah, that's it. So, look at that colour up high. Nice colour up there. There's lots of colour around, just it's all in the wrong spot. Alright, let me grab that. So yeah, there's right up above the cloud, there's some nice pinks. The waves are going off. Yeah, all our colours back over this way. But like I said, it's just so windy over there. I'm not going over that way. If it wasn't so windy, I'd be there. I will be wiping my lens every couple of seconds. And that's just not something that I like to do. G'day Andrew, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to Currumbin. Wet and wild. Windy. And, you know, I think we might wind it up.
Can we go over there?
It's just, we can't sort of go anywhere. Actually, no, let's just keep it going. Let's keep it going. We'll keep it going. Let me just make sure everything's nice and tight.
Can I hold it?
Nah, leave it on here. Champagne pink, absolutely, it is. The sky is looking good. I just wish it was where I wanted it to be, but that's why photography isn't easy. Because it quite often isn't where you want it to be. Let me just have a quick look over this way. Nah. I will literally get just sandblasted. So there's a little bit of pink sort of happening up over that way a little bit, so I might just try a few more shots here. I like this little channel. I like this little channel here. Let's get my tripod nice and steady. Now that I've taken that filter off, that's much better. Again, I don't really like it. I'm going to have to go into portrait mode for this shot. Too much reflection and crap over that side, so I'm going to go into portrait mode. That looks a bit better in portrait mode. Again, we'll focus out near the end of the rock. Okay, that looks much better in portrait mode. Sky's not doing anything, but it at least looks a bit nicer. Rather than having too much reflection over here. Now it's got to wait for a wave. There's seagulls flying around everywhere. Here comes a wave. Get that one as it runs in. Get it as it runs out. Nice little wave. Get that one as it runs out. Okay, things are getting very dark in my foreground. I don't want to go down any slower. Let's get back up to f14. Get up to 250th of a second. Somewhere around about there. Actually, if she stays there, just adding someone into a shot. She's tiny in the shot, but should get Jade out there. Get Jade to go and stand on the rock for me. There's a good wave. Shutter speed a bit faster. The faster the waves, the faster you want your shutter speed. So a lot of the time I was shooting at sort of that between a quarter of a second to a half a second, because the bigger the waves and the quicker they move, you do want a slightly faster shutter speed, otherwise it becomes very blurry. Yeah, we've lost that colour now. They're okay. They're okay. There's some nice side light on them. Nice little sort of a leading line. The border collie's over there having the time of its life. What's happening? It was windy last time. Yes. Oh, we got a super chat. Amelia, thank you. Miss A gave us... I'll give that $10 to Jade to spend. How does that sound? Yep. So, for Jade, for her good photography skills. I think she deserves an ice cream. Thank you. Yes, I will. I'll give Jade that. We'll buy her an ice cream on the way home. And I'll send you a picture.
Thank you.
Jade said thank you. You can talk into the mic.
Thank you, Miss A.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I probably owe your dad a few dollars for fixing up my board for me. Matt did a really good job on my windsurfer board that I smashed. The sky's looking alright. I like the sky up here now. That sky up there is doing stuff. The sky over that way's... We're heading into blue hour. We're going to hang around for blue hour. We have to hang around for blue hour. I know there are a couple of spots behind me, but again, the wind. Oh, I just don't like that wind. Thank you. We have to get Miss A to join our streams more often, Jade. Yeah, I'm going to get a few more just in here. All right, I'll try and... Yeah, the audio might break up again.
Are we going to get through then?
Yeah, we'll get through. Yeah. We're pretty much right on high tide now. So I'm going to go back out on the rocks. Audio may break up a little bit, so bear with me. I won't do too much talking. I'll just have to jump in front of her shot. But I do want to get back out with that cloud up nice and high. I want a few more here because this kind of worked all right. This did work all right before. And the cloud's actually looking pretty good. All right, now we're getting into long exposure territory now. So I'm going to crank up my ISO. I'm up to 800. Yeah, that cloud actually looks all right. It's almost got a bit of a supercell look to it. And now that I know that we're on high tide, it's not going to get any higher. No, if it's going to get any higher, it's only going to be a couple of centimetres higher. It's one good thing about not having massive tides. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that cloud actually looks alright. I'll get a few more shots. We're really into blue hour now. Yeah, I was going to go into Surfers Paradise the other night and get some cityscapes. Oh wow, it looks really good behind us. I was going to get some cityscapes, but it was cloudy, it was raining, it was not ideal. Alright, we're really losing light now. Let's just get a few more. Like that. Can't believe there's still people out there surfing this time of night. Wouldn't catch me out there, I don't think. Getting a bit sharky. Right, how are they looking? Yeah, they actually look pretty good. Alright, that'll do out here. Whoa, look at that wave. Oh, let's just quickly, I'm just shooting away. Because as this one washes out, this will be good. I haven't even focused. I'm hoping my focus and everything's lined up. Let's have a quick look. Yep, should be okay. Another big wave out the back. I'll get these. Just go around that way a little bit. Yep. That's what I want. As the waves, it's sort of doing it. But again, the tide's just too high that it's almost too full. That'll do. Alright, well, I think we might wind it up there. We better get back across before it gets dark. Before we can't see what we're doing. Let me just bring this over this side. Alright, well thank you to everyone who joined in. I'll be back in Hervey Bay very soon. Looking forward to getting back to the peace and the quiet of Hervey Bay. It was nice to get out here. I do love my waves though. I love my waves and my rocks, so it was nice to be out here. So yes, thank you everyone who joined in. Special thank you to Miss A for chipping in $10. Thank you very much. Why shout next time you live stream? You do so much content. Thanks, Matt. No, I owe you for my board. You did a really good job on my board. So Matt did a patch job on my board because I crashed and wiped out and broke it. Alright, well yeah, that's it. We are going to wind it up. I want to get back while we can still see. So thank you again. Thank you everyone. Yeah, the city lights are starting to come on. So we will be heading home tomorrow. So I'll pop some pictures up on the socials, show you what I had. So thank you, and I will see you all next time. Alright, see you all.